Hey everyone, let's dive into something that's probably costing startups a ton of money without them even realizing it, paying for the same patent twice. Today we're going to break down a strategy called patent family mapping that can save you a fortune.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Are you wasting money on patents you already owned? It's a sharp question, I know, but it gets right to the heart of a really common and super expensive problem.
And you know what? This happens way more than you'd think. This isn't about being sloppy or careless. It's a hidden trap that catches even the sharpest founders, especially when you're moving at 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, so let's get into what we're calling the founder's expensive mistake. We're going to unpack how even the best intentions can lead to paying for the same patent protection over and over and over again.
Think about it like this. On one side, you've got disconnected filings. It's a chaotic mess of ideas, right? You end up paying to protect the same ground twice, and you miss huge opportunities. But on the other side, you have what's called a patent family. This weaves all your innovations into one single powerful story. And this is about so much more than saving cash. It's about building way smarter, more strategic protection.
So, you're probably wondering, how does this even happen? How do good intentions go so wrong? Well, ironically, it's because you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing as a startup, moving fast. You're constantly building, shipping, pivoting, and that amazing pace can create some major blind spots in your patent strategy.
So, where is this duplicate coverage actually hiding? Let me paint a picture for you. Say you file a patent on your core algorithm. A year goes by, and your marketing team comes up with a brilliant new name for it, Inside II. Then, a new engineer who wasn't around for that first filing adds a cool little tweak. They want to protect their work, which is great, so they go and file a new patent for Inside II. And boom, just like that, you're paying for two patents when the original probably covered it all along. This kind of thing happens all the time, with old drafts, new features, and even international filings.
And this is really the key takeaway here. This isn't happening because founders are being reckless. It's the exact opposite. This overspending comes from a desire to be careful and protect every single thing. The real problem is a lack of visibility. You just can't see the full journey of your own innovation.
So that's the big puzzle, isn't it? How do you connect your incredible startup speed with the very structured and, let's be honest, slow world of the patent office? How do you move fast without leaving this trail of expensive, redundant filings?
Well, there isn't an answer. And it's actually a pretty elegant strategy called family mapping. This is all about creating a single source of truth for your invention's entire story.
So what is it exactly? Okay, think of your very first patent as the trunk of a tree. Every new feature, every little improvement you make, that's a new branch. Patent family mapping is just a process of making sure everyone, your engineers, your marketers, everyone, knows that all these new branches are growing from that same trunk. It's that simple. It stops you from accidentally planting a whole new tree right next to the first one. And having this one clean view, honestly, it changes everything.
All right, let's talk about the difference this actually makes in practice. We're talking about going from total chaos to crystal clarity. Here's what that really looks like.
I mean, the difference is night and day. Without a map, you've got scattered notes, you're filing for the same thing twice, you're just burning cash, and your team isn't even on the same page. But with a map, you get a single source of truth, your filings are super efficient, you're spending money strategically, and everybody is fully aligned.
And the benefits here are massive. Yeah, of course, the cost savings are huge. We're talking 40%. But it's not just about the money. It's about getting that strategic clarity, getting your whole team pulling in the same direction, and making your global expansion way more efficient. You stop guessing, and you start making smart, confident moves with your IP.
Okay, this all sounds great, but you're probably thinking, how do I actually do this? Let's break it down into some really simple steps you can start thinking about today.
And here's the cool part. You don't need to be a patent lawyer to get this mindset. First, just figure out your root idea. What's the core, the absolute heart of your invention? That's your tree trunk. Step 2, every time you add a new feature, just consciously ask, how does this link back to our root idea? Step 3, and this one is crucial. Ask yourself, is this a brand new tree or is it just a new branch on our existing one? And finally, keep a map. This should be a living, breathing document that tells the story of your invention.
Okay, so now let's talk about the piece that holds this entire strategy together. It's your anchor. It all comes back to the power of your very first filing.
This is so important. That first filing, what we call the parent application, is the anchor for literally everything that comes after. It's like planting a flag in the ground. It locks in your priority date, which is basically your spot in line. A really well-written parent application can support years of future work, meaning you don't have to hit reset every single time you innovate.
So, when you have a solid family map built on that anchor, you make sure you never lose that super valuable priority date. You instantly know when a new idea is already covered. You get your engineers, your lawyers, and your product roadmap all speaking the same language. You just stop guessing and start making confident decisions.
You know, there's a line from the source material that I just love because it totally reframes this whole thing. With family mapping, your patent portfolio stops being a boring list of expenses. It becomes what it was always meant to be, the documented story of your innovation.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Take a look at your own patent strategy. Is it just about protecting things you've already done, or is it actively helping you build your future? Because with family mapping, it can absolutely be the latter.